Tonight, Stephanie Manu, Kate Marshall, and the #1 ranked BC Angels battle the Saskatoon Sirens on LFL Saturday Night Football.
You're looking at a rockin' Credit Union Center in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Hello, LFL Nation, and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Van Earl Wright, proud to be alongside partner and former Florida Gator quarterback Bobby Huco. I tell you what, LFL Canada off to a rousing success, Bobby, thanks in large part to a very impressive performance by the BC Angels in Week 1.
Exactly, Van Earl. They're #1 ranked in LFL Canada for a reason. All three aspects of their game, offense, are going to score points, defense, are going to stop you, special teams, going to pin you down.
And who's the key for the Angels on the offensive side of the ball?
Their offense starts and stops with one player, rookie sensation Stephanie Manu. She ran for 108 yards last week. She has the grace of a stallion. She can run right through you, or out in the field, she goes right around you.
And how about when they're playing defense? Who's the key for the Angels?
Look for middle linebacker Stevie Schnorr. She's a stalwart in the middle. She's a beast. She was the captain of the Canadian rugby team. She can stop anything that comes her way.
Well, that kind of build-up BC sounds unbeatable. Why is Saskatoon even lining up?
They are big underdogs. I was talking to Coach Chris Lamberis, and he's going to drain the clock. He's got the running backs to pound it until the fourth quarter, then hopefully be in the game and try to win it late.
Well, to drain the clock, you got to run the ball, as you said, and they've got a quality toter of the pig.
They've got the best, in my opinion. She's a free agent acquisition from Cleveland, Tamar Fennell. I think she's the best. She didn't get a lot of publicity up there in Cleveland, but she can run harder and through anybody and around anybody better than anybody in the LFL.
And Tamar Fennell, certainly not the only talented football player for Saskatoon.
Two other players to watch out for tonight. Free agent acquisition from Green Bay, Annie Erler. She's a Tim Tebow type. She can beat you on the ground or in the air. And the other person to watch out for is former MVP from Chicago, Heather Furr. She can be a quarterback, she can be a running back, or wide receiver.
Plenty of talent should be on display tonight, but it's still expected to be a David versus Goliath matchup. We'll find out if it plays out that way next. The kickoff to LFL Saturday Night Football is next.
Moments away from kickoff, BC has won the coin toss they've elected to receive. Let's check in with Nadia Bedricki down on the field.
Thanks, guys. I'm down here with two potential impact players for tonight. First, I have Kate. You guys are coming off a big win last week at home in BC. What momentum is that giving you guys tonight going into the game?
We've been training forever. We're taking a lot of lessons out of last week. We came here, we're going to play to win, and we ain't taking anything less.
Next, I have Heather Rockstar Furr. You are a true veteran to the game. How are you guys going to help your rookies tonight in upsetting the #1 ranked BC Angels?
We got to come out and hit them hard. Got to get them scared of us, and that's what I'm here to do, show some veteran leadership.
Back to you guys for the kickoff.
Nadia, thank you so much. Ann Erler, the U.S. free agent for the Saskatoon Sirens, and also the starting quarterback, will handle kickoff duties for Saskatoon. This crowd is fired up here, Bobby.
Absolutely. Saskatoon, I'm telling you what, they're coming in as underdogs, but they are fired up, ready to play, Van Earl.
As demonstrated by that big kickoff by Erler out of the playing field. So it'll be a touchback for BC's first possession.
Sensational kickoff, Van Earl. Sensational.
Looked like she just kind of halfway kicked it. Marianne Hansen, the starting quarterback, you see her numbers from last week. 3 TD tosses in just 4 completions. Amazing performance in week 1 for Mary Ann Hansen, the quarterback of the BC Angels. Stephanie Manu in the backfield with Hansen. Hansen going to the air on first down. Thrown into traffic, picked up by Heather Furr of Saskatoon. Bobby, you mentioned her in the open. She's everywhere on the field. You've got to know where Heather Furr is going to be.
You could not write a script better than this. Saskatoon, the first play of the game. Rock star Heather Furr, the former MVP, picking Hansen off. Holy cow. Momentum has changed already, Vanderl.
Mary Ann Hansen was 4 for 6 last week in game 1. Look out for Tamara Fennell. She's the starting running back for Saskatoon, and keep your eye on number 6 for Saskatoon, Agam Shishindu as well. She's expected to have an impact. Fennell, with her first carry of the game, dropped for a loss of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 12 for Saskatoon. Ann Erler, the quarterback, the U.S. free agent from the Green Bay Chill, a 44% completion percentage in the 2011 U.S. LFL season. 2nd down for the Sirens. Pitch to Fennell, right side.
Whoa!
Big hit by Jessica Hopkins and a host of other defenders.
Clothesline right there by Jessica Hopkins. She was the Mitch Matazard winner last year for the #1 player on and off the field in the LFL. A clothesline to start the action off.
How about Ann Erler's 2011 season in the U.S. LFL campaign, Bobby?
Annie Erler, not a superstar quarterback. A great quarterback, gets the job done.
Working from under center. Looking to go to the air. Not finding, and then her knee down. Her knee hits down and she'll be tagged for a loss. Not really a sack, more of a slip. Loss of 3 yards. So that leads to 4th down. Neither team very impressive in their first offensive possessions here, Bobby.
That's a big break for BC right there. Annie Erler, she's a Tim Tebow type who can hurt you on the ground. She had room up the middle right there, lost her footing and slipped. It's a big play. They need to jump out quick here.
They're on the 12-yard line of the Angels, are the Sirens, but it's 4th down. No kicking in LFL, so they gotta go for it. From the shotgun, Ann Erler with play instructions. Barking over the crowd noise. Looking to go to the air again. Incomplete. Good defense that time by Ashley Petrie of the Angels. So the ball will turn over on down.
Annie Erler, she steps up in the pocket, tries to hit Heather Furr across the middle. She didn't have enough yardage to get in the end zone anyway. Great defensive stop there by BC. A huge stop.
Not much offense, but plenty of defense, courtesy of Heather Furr. We're just underway. Good crowd on hand here at the Credit Union Center in Saskatchewan. Chris Lambris is the head coach for the Sirens. We've got BC Angel head coach Kevin Snell wired up for this game.
Toss, but I'm going to have a receiver come in, then we're going to go 23 dive. We're setting up the fake 23 dive wide counter, and we're going to set it up, okay? On that fake 23 dive wide counter, when you fake the 23 dive wide counter, backside tight end, go and meet that girl up there because Elisa's coming back around. So you take off and go and meet her 3 yards upfield. Elisa, you come around that corner and go. You gotta get your block on this side, okay? Try and run her off. Get your block. Get your block. I will.
Didn't get a chance on BC's first offensive possession to show you the starters offensively. Stephanie Manu, the big running back. And don't forget about Stevie Snore, the rugby player, expected to have an impact offensively. The pitch to Manu, right side. Modest gain, 2 or 3 yards. Manu, looked like she got a little banged up there. She heads to the bench. That's a tough one to replace. 2 plays for the BC Angel offense, and Mary Ann Hansen. Hansen coming off a fantastic performance in week 1 last week when she was 4 for 6 through the air. Now on 2nd down from under center. Nadej St. Felix, the replacement for the banged up Manu. Only picking up 1 yard, tackled by Annie Erler. The starters defensively for the Saskatoon Sirens. Casey Simpson playing middle linebacker. And the super safeties, Ann Erler and Heather Furr, they will be all over the field in this game. In fact, Bobby, they're calling those super safeties furler.
They're the best in the league, Van Earl. Two of the best right there on one team.
3rd and 8 for the Angels. Hansen from the gun. Moving right, going to the air. Not a lot of accuracy on that throw.
Not at all. They're trying to take Manu out of the game. As you can see, the defense is coming up. They're trying to make Marianne Hansen throw the ball, and they're trying to kill him that way.
Now a 4th and 8 for Hansen and the Angels from their own 14. Offensively, last week for the BC Angels, smooth and impressive. Very rocky start to this game on this Saturday night. Again, Hansen to the air. Oh, that looked like it could have been caught.
This defense is playing an incredible, aggressive game tonight. These plays right here. Manu right there, stop. The defense is coming up. They're taking Manu out of the game. St. Felix right there, stopped. Unbelievable defense. They got all-stars. Heather Furr, rock star Heather Furr with a pick right there, showing why she's the MVP.
And so far, this is Heather Furr's ball game. She's been all over the field, dominating the action. BC 4 and out, and Erler and the Sirens take over on BC's 14-yard line. First down from the gun. Handoff to Furr, right side, sheds one tackle, gets it inside the 10, down to the 5-yard line.
Heather Furr, again, showing why she's the MVP right there. Takes it around the corner. They're acting like they're the #1 team in the LFL tonight.
One tough football player, number 15 in blue for Saskatoon. Second down for Ann Erler. As you can see, Heather Furr averaging more than 5 yards every time she touches the pigskin. Second down. Erler keeping it herself, taking it over the left side. Stop.
Jen? That was close, Van Earl. I think she might have got in.
Referee blew the whistle. I think they ruled her out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
A spread option play. She looks like she gets right to the goal line and almost gets in.
Still a 1st and goal situation for Ann Erler and the Sirens. Clearly the dominating team so far. They have shut down BC when they've been on defense, and they have moved the ball so far on offense, now just 1 yard away from the end zone and scoring first in this LFL Saturday night edition. Whistle stops play on a 1st and goal.
That's huge, Van Earl. That's a huge mistake right there.
Rob Isbister, our referee for the contest tonight. Backing up the Sirens 5 yards. So they'll play from the 6-yard line. 1st and goal from the 6.
I know it's their first game, Van Earl, but pre-game jitters, jitters like that, they got to play better.
Erler from the gun, handed off to Marfinell, showing that quick cutting back ability. Just picking up a couple of yards. Defensively for the Angels, Jessica Hopkins is a beast. And Kate Marshall coming off a fantastic performance in the Angels' Week 1 game when she had 5 tackles.
Big play right here, Van Earl. They got to come up with something right here.
2nd and goal from the 6 for the Saskatoon Sirens and quarterback Ann Erler from the shotgun. Look into the air.
You got
Caught! Touchdown! Who else? Number 15, Heather Rockstar Furr, the Sirens, the first to get on the board.
What composure right there. Annie Erler stays tight in the pocket, waits for Furr to get open in the back of the end zone. Look at this pass right here, showing why she led Green Bay to all those wins last year.
Great catch by Heather Furr as well. Saskatoon crowd loving this. Their first taste of LFL Canada and the home team. Whipping the butt of the top-ranked BC Angels. Now for the conversion. Lining up from the 3, which means they're going for 2 points after the score. Erler to the air, caught. Beautiful.
Great call. Annie Erler here with a bootleg action. finding Carrie Britton and wide open in the back of the end zone for the 2 points.
8-0 Saskatoon out to the first quarter lead with 95 seconds left here in the first period.
Who would have called this one, Van Arrow? 8-0.
So much for that David and Goliath theme, because Saskatoon is looking more like Goliath, while BC is looking more like David. Handoff to Stephanie Manu, back in the game. Nice run, pick up about 6 yards out to the BC 16.
That's what they have to do. Give the ball to Stephanie Manu. She's going to win the ball game just like she did last night. She is the key to this game.
Marianne Hansen with play instructions for the Angels offense. 2nd and 4 from their own 16-yard line. Again, the handoff to Manu, this time working the right side. Flag down on the play. Looks like Manu has enough for the first down.
Straight handoff again to Manu. She cuts outside, showing why she's the superstar back that she is. They need to keep giving her the football.
Penalty against Saskatoon. Rob Isbister, our referee. It is first down, 1st and 10 from the BC 21 for Hansen and the Angels. Back to pass is Hansen. Going over the middle. Oh, another pick. This time it's Ann Erler.
What a play by Annie Erler. Coach Lambers came up with a great scheme all night long. They had the safeties coming up, forcing the hand of Marianne Hansen to throw the ball. Her weakness right now is throwing the ball deep, and it's showing. Annie Erler, super play.
Let's check out BC head coach Kevin Snell.
6, 7. You have a hook right here. And then you have a 6, and then you have a 7. The safeties are both dropping way off in 4-2. If there's nothing there, don't throw it. Run. This isn't touch. Run it.
They have them so confused right now. Marianne Hansen doesn't know whether to run or pass. His coach is getting all over. They look like they're all disheveled right now. Sirens playing some great football. They look like they want to take hold of this game and go on maybe to be the #1 team in the LFL.
They're looking like it right now because they are handing it to the top-ranked Angels. First down for the Sirens. Bad snap. Erler able to handle that and hand it off to Heather Furr down to the 5-yard line.
What a backfield with Erler and Furr, a 1-2 combination. Furler is looking good tonight.
Check that, it'll be marked at the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal for the Sirens, looking to add to their 8-0 lead as Erler calls for timeout. All Sirens, all Saturday night long. First to get on the board. Saskatoon head coach Chris Lambris with final play instructions for his Siren offense. Definitely have time for one more play, maybe 2, as we play the final seconds of this first quarter. 2nd down for the Sirens, 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. Quarterback Ann Erler working from the shotgun. She's been great both offensively and defensively. Looking to go to the air, looking to pass, keeping her balance, avoiding the rush and going into the end zone. Incomplete. Great scramble job, though, by Ann Erler.
Annie Erler looking good in the pocket, looking like CFL great Doug Flutie. Jessica Hopkins almost gets her drawers a little bit right there. She still finds Heather Furr. She's got to get the ball out there. Could have been a touchdown.
Clock hit 0. We've reached the end of the first quarter, but we're not lacking in intensity. Ready in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan for the start of the second quarter. The home team, Sirens, leading 8-0. Ann Erler, the quarterback, and Heather Furr, who I think plays every position on the field, Bobby Hugo. She has been all over this gridiron for the Sirens.
She's playing sensational tonight. Annie Erler and Furr are putting on a show.
Erler back to throw again. Scrambling again to her right. Throwing it up for grabs. Furr, the intended target, unable to come down with it. Pass is incomplete.
Annie Erler trying to make something happen in the backfield, scrambling around, trying to let Furr get open. Not much of a play selection there. That was like street ball, trying to make something happen.
By the way, LFL fans, you see the clock is running. In LFL league rules, we do work under a running clock, with the exception being the final 2 minutes of each half. Hanson and the Angels take over on their own 6-yard line. Go to the ground, Stephanie Manu and a clothesline tackle. Manu, though, able to pick up 5 yards, get it out to the 11-yard line.
Coach Lambris has the Stacys almost up on the line of scrimmage, trying to force Hanson to throw. They don't think Hanson can throw the ball deep at all. They're focusing on Manu and trying to stop her up front.
And why not focus on Manu after that great Week 1 performance she had in the Angels' victory against Regina. 2nd and 5 now for Hanson and the Angels. Again, the handoff to Manu, left side. Finding some room. Another good gain. Looks like it's good enough for the first down.
Heather Furr comes out of nowhere again. She's having a phenomenal game on offense and defense. Coming up there to stop Manu for a short gain.
It is a first down. Hanson and the Angels trying to get a little rhythm going offensively now, working from their own 16-yard line. First down, and so far keeping it on the ground. And they do it again, and again it goes to Manu. Whoa! Big pounding run by Stephanie Manu, getting out a little frustration that time.
That was like a locomotive coming through there. Of all people, running over Heather Furr. She's going down like a roach right over the top of her. Holy cow.
Big gain of 11 yards for Manu. Another first down for the Angels. Wow, that's a big collision right there. Stephanie Manu over 100 yards on just 12 carries last week, and the Angels win. First and 10 from the 23, and again they hand it to Manu. Another big pickup, this time for 7 yards. Let's take a look at how Stephanie Manu went for 108 yards last week against Regina, of course wearing the blue last week.
She was phenomenal. These running all over the people, running through people, running around people, 108 yards. Here she is right now. This looks like Earl Campbell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She goes through 6 people, still trying to get in the end zone. Incredible effort there by Manu.
2nd and 3. Fake to Manu, end around to Elisa Garcia, number 11 for the Angels. Good play call, good pickup. BC is driving.
Great call right here by Coach Snell. Everybody's focused on Manu. You got Garcia coming around wide open, almost gets in right there. Great play by Fennell coming up.
Another first down for Hanson and the Angels. Now down to the 5-yard line of Saskatoon. Again from under center, and again they hand it off to Manu, who gets it down to the 4-yard line.
Agam Chichindu right there coming off the corner, making a great stick. Watch her come up right here. This is why she was a 2-time all-fantasy player in the LFL. Super play by Chichindu.
23 tackles while playing for the LA Temptation in the 2011 LFL US season. 2nd and goal for Manu and the Angels from the 4-yard line. Again to Stephanie Manu, trying to muscle her way into the end zone, but again stopped by Chichindu with some help from Tamara Fennell.
Chichindu doing a little dance right there. She should. She's playing some great play off the corner. As I mentioned, 2-time fantasy player, one of the most talented players in the league, and also one of the most improved players in the league last year.
Now 3rd and goal for the BC Angels, trying to get on the board late in the 2nd quarter. That's Stevie Snoor in the backfield. She gets the pig, and she takes it in. Touchdown, BC Angels, and the Angels go into their Snow Angel celebration after a score.
The Angels doing the Snow Angels. I love it.
That's a good idea.
Stevie Snoor, great player. Watch this right here. She takes over from New, comes in there, plows through like the locomotive she is. Great play by Stevie Snoor.
BC stuck to the ground throughout that drive. 8 plays, all of them running plays. Finally, Stephanie Manu able to get some running room, but Stevie Snoor gets the honors for the touchdown. Whistle stops play. Looks like a false start on BC. Here's our referee, Rob Isbister. BC was lined up at the 3-yard line, going for the 2 points after the score. They'll be backed up to the 8-yard line, and it'll be interesting to see if they stick to the ground game, Bobby.
This is a tough position to be in, Dan Earl. 8 yards, I would think you have to throw the ball. I mean, they know you're going to get the ball to either Stevie Snoor or Manu.
Going for the 2-point conversion, but they hand it off to Snoor. Thought she had some space, but taken down at the 3-yard line. The conversion attempt for 2, no good.
They have absolutely no confidence right now in Marianne Hansen's arm. 8 yards, you got to throw the ball. You're not going to get 8 yards on an extra point like that.
So it'll be an 8-6 Saskatoon ball game. The Saskatoon crowd apparently trying to get the last few moments of summer as they decorate the field with the beach ball.
They got the beach ball on the field. You have to have the staff. Tyler DeHaven coming to help out with the beach ball activities.
Agam Shishindu, maybe an equipment malfunction. Either way, the Sirens are missing a player offensively as Ann Erler and the Sirens look to add to their 2-point lead in the final 3:21 of this first half in Saskatchewan.
We got a ball game now, Van Earl.
Absolutely. Erler working from underneath the center. First down. Handoff to Tamar Fennell. Where's she been all game?
One of the greatest backs in the LFL has not seen the ball because of the play of Annie Erler and Heather Rockstar Fur. Finally, she gets some action. Hopefully she's going to get the ball a lot more here toward the end of the game.
Pick up a 5 yards out to the Saskatoon 15-yard line. That'll make it 2nd and 5 for Erler and the Sirens.
A lot of people compare her to Jim Brown, the way she runs the football.
From the shotgun, Erler looking to throw the ball. Buying some time, scrambling to the right. Going across field, Tamar Fennell, the safety valve, makes the catch, salvages the play. Covered a lot of territory, but only picked up 3 yards.
Annie Erler looking for Fennell on a screen pass. She's not there. All the way across the field, makes a great play. Tamar Fennell almost gets the first down going through 3 players.
It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Sirens. Working from their own 18-yard line as we approach the 2-minute warning in this first half. Erler still barking over the crowd noise, handing it off to number 15, Heather Fur, right side. Good pickup, looks like it's good enough for the first down.
From the shotgun, Annie Erler, inside handoff to Heather Fur right there. She gives a stiff arm, gets around Jessica Hopkins for a great gain, almost runs into the beach volleyball.
That will take us to the 2-minute warning here in the first half in Saskatoon. The Angels back in it. Two minutes remaining in the first half. We got a tight ball game in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Good crowd on hand here at the Credit Union Center. Ann Erler, quarterback for the home team, working from the gun on first down, looking to go to the air. Nice crossing receiver. Nice crossing pattern. Tamar Fennell made the catch, Bobby.
How many weapons do they have? Tamar Fennell coming out of the backfield. Great time right there. Annie Erler finds her coming across the middle. Tamar Fennell, one of the best backs in the leagues, taking it down there. Another good drive going on right here.
As mentioned, Tamar Fennell, big star for the Cleveland Crush in LFL US in 2011. That was a look at her numbers. Now another first down for the Sirens. Erler again looking to go to the air. Plenty of time. Oh, big block she picked up as she scrambles. Positive play again for Ann Erler and the Sirens.
Great protection right there. Annie Erler has all day. She's trying to point out receivers. Great block by Stallwick right there. Annie Erler showing the athlete she is.
7-yard gain for Erler and the Sirens. Now inside the 10-yard line, working from the BC 8-yard line. Erler again, barking signals over the crowd noise, and again looking to go to the air.
You got her.
Caught. Touchdown again, Heather Furr. That dynamic duo for Saskatoon on fire on a Saturday night.
The Sirens are not going away tonight, Van Earl. That combination once again, Annie Erler, even though she telegraphed it, she stared down Heather Furr the whole time. Watch this. She drops back. She looks right at Furr coming across. She finds her. She's actually covered. Great pass, great catch, and great touchdown by Heather Furr.
8-yard scoring play. Heather Furr and Ann Erler. A dazzling duo for Saskatoon. They are going for a 2-point conversion, lining up from the 3-yard line. Pitching it to Tamar Fennell. Got it. Squeezed against the wall, but only after she converted on 2 points. Agam Shishindu, loving life and living large, and why not? The Sirens are showing up the top-ranked Angels. Agam Shishindu playing for the LA Temptation in the 2011 season. She's used to winning.
Basic sweep to the left right there. Fennell takes it in, showing why she's the all-star back that she is. We got an upset in the making, Van Earl.
10-point lead, 16-6 for Saskatoon. Tamar Fennell and the Sirens looking loaded and on fire on this Saturday night. Final 51 seconds of play in the first half. Marianne Hansen and the Angels trying to rally. Handoff to Manu. Oh, big hit delivered by Heather Furr. That's worth checking out again. Listen to this collision. Nice hit. Number 15, some kind of player, Bobby.
Heather Furr can not only do it on offense, look at those stats on defense. 17 tackles, unbelievable player.
BC has called timeout with a little less than 28 seconds. Time for us to check out instructions from BC head coach Kevin Snell.
I want an outside release stop on you, Elisa. Roll right. Then we're going to do a 9-stop go. But you're not going to roll. You're going to stay there. 9-stop go and yard it. Okay? Okay? First one, if they make the catch, we run up to the clock, down it, then we do it again. Okay? If it's a drop ball, we huddle up and do 9-stop go. Okay? Here we go.
They've got the instructions from the coach. That's their only timeout of the first half, so now they've got to really work the clock in the final 27.9 seconds. It's a second down, 6 to go for the first down. From the shotgun, Marianne Hansen. Caught Elisa Garcia, good enough for a first down, but the clock is running. They've got to hustle up to the line. Refs have got to spot the ball. Wasting valuable time. Hansen spikes the ball to stop the clock with a little less than 10 seconds to go.
They haven't rattled Van Earl. She rolls out right there. She's trying to throw deep. There's nothing there. The safeties are back. She hits underneath right there. Short gain, but that's not going to do anything with like 30 seconds left on the clock. Now it's down to 9.
27 yards to go to pay dirt. Not sure Hansen has the arm strength to get him there in 9.7. From the shotgun, looking to the air, going deep.
A shot.
Oh, off the hands of Elisa Garcia. She could have caught that ball, Bobby.
That should have great pass right there. Marianne Hansen, who would have called that? She's not throwing the ball good at all long. She got it out there. Garcia should have come down with that catch.
Just 4 seconds left. One more heave-ho. If Hansen and Garcia can connect this time, they might have a chance. The Angels trailing by 8. Final play of the first half. Again from the shotgun. Big pass rush by Heather Furr. Ball falls incomplete. Bagels on the board for the clock. Heather Furr and the Saskatoon Sirens dominating performance in the first half, including the final statement on the final play with the big hit on Marianne Hansen. How about this upset brewing, Bobby?
I'm going to tell you what, who would have called this one, Van Earl? There's no way anybody would have thought that the Angels would only score 6 points in the first half and be down.
Back with our halftime activities after this.
Either start playing, or I'm going to put people in who can.
I told you, girls, you're flat. I told you. You guys thought you're better than you are. They came out and kicked the shit out of you in the first half. Man, get your footwork right. You had 2 open receivers for touchdowns. You footing. Get back to the fundamentals. It's the second game. I'm trying to be calm. We guys keep doing fundamentally things wrong. It's pissing me off.
Whoever's on 15, she needs to be on her within the first 2 yards. She's open every single time. Every one of us looks like and we need to go out there and play like angels. Are you ready to play like angels? Yeah! Ready! Angels! Who are we? Angels! Who works harder than us? No one! Game is
Wow, there were more F-bombs there than I've seen in Scarface.
No kidding.
Defensive battle started off right here. Heatherford with a great interception of Marianne Hansen. And then Tamar Fennell with a clothesline there by Jessica Hopkins.
Ann Erler and Heatherford, dynamic duo, hooking up for the first score of the game for the Sirens.
Annie Erler showing why she is one of the top defensive backs in the LFL right there with the second interception of the game.
And then Erler and Furr for the second score for the Sirens. They are Furler, and they are dominating.
Looking at halftime stats, it's pretty even, except the big thing right there, Van Earl. 2 turnovers by the Angels. Marianne Hansen getting picked off twice.
We'll see if top-ranked BC can rally. The second half is next. We are ready for the second half. BC's Christine Moore will kick it off to the Sirens. BC trailing by 10 points and not living up to their top ranking in the power rankings here in LFL Canada. Tamar Fennell having trouble. She'll have to down it for a touchback. Saskatoon will take over. 1st and 10 in their own territory, sporting a 10-point lead, Bobby.
Who would have thought that number 4 would be beating number 1 at halftime? Nobody in the LFL, all over the country, all over the world watching this game would think this number 4 team would be doing what they're doing.
And you know, they mixed it up offensively in the first half, but you got to expect them to keep it on the ground a lot here with this 10-point lead.
I'll tell you what, Coach Lambers is going to milk it out. He's probably going to give the ball to his number 1 back, Fennell, and let her milk the clock and run it down the field.
1st and 10, and that's what they do. Pitching it to Fennell left side. Showing some strength. Good, strong run by Tamar Fennell.
That's that Jim Brown in her right there. She was stopped. She went through 3 people to get the gain that she did.
Ann Erler in the first half. As you look at Fennell fighting for extra yards and showing the strength. Putting the Sirens within 4 yards of another first down. Ann Erler's numbers not outstanding, but a quality quarterback rating of 98.43. Whistle stop play. Looks like a false start is going to be called on the Sirens. Was a 2nd and 4, now it'll be a 2nd and 9 for the Sirens after the offensive penalty. They're working from their own 11-yard line.
When you're trying to milk the clock like that, Van Earl, you can't have silly mistakes like that. The clock gets stopped.
Again, Tamar Fennell in the backfield. Erler with the fake pitch handoff off the draw play. Tons of running room for Fennell. Big gain for Fennell and the Sirens first down.
Watch this, just a simple cutback play here. Tamar Fennell is showing why I think she's the number 1 player running back in the LFL. With all due respect to Christelle Harris, this girl can play.
1st and 10. Tamar Fennell, modest numbers in the first half, but again, she wasn't utilized quite as often as she's used to being. They spread out their weapons in the first half offensively, did Saskatoon. From the shotgun, Ann Erler looking to the air, looking down the right side. Little bit off target, intended for Carrie Britton.
Carrie Britton trying to split the cover 2 right there, getting a seam. Nothing there. Good play by Annie Erler getting rid of the ball. But you were talking about Tamar Fennell. I'll tell you what, those stats weren't anything, but she's a home run hitter. She can break it at any time during the game.
Absolutely. Off the incompletion, now 2nd and 10 for Erler and the Sirens as they work from their 23-yard line. Whoa, slick, quick inside handoff to Agam Shishindu. She did not go down. Still alive, looking to break it and looking to the crowd before she got to the end zone. That was some hot dogging right there by number 6 of Saskatoon.
Unbelievable effort by Agam Chichindu right there. She's not known as a runner. She's playing tight end. This play right here, she's lined up a tight end, coming in inside handoff. I think she thinks she makes a great play staying up right there. Shoddy tackling right there by BC. She breaks it, then she looks into the crowd. Crazy play.
A little premature celebration, but still a great run by Shishindu. A pickup of 25 big yards. Obviously a first down, so it's first and goal from the 2-yard line.
How about these weapons? A little thunder and lightning right now with Chichindu and Tamar.
Back it goes to Tamar Fennell. Wide open, easy waltz into the end zone. Touchdown, Saskatoon. They moved that ball right down the field, and now they are firing up the home crowd here in Saskatoon.
What a drive, 22-6. Who would have called this? Just a misdirection play right here. Fennell gets the ball, almost does walk into the end zone. Incredible play right now by Saskatoon.
These Saskatoon fans are getting an unexpected taste of LFL Canada, especially when their team was picked number 4 out of 4 Canadian teams in the power rankings, and they are loving LFL action so far.
This is incredible, Van Earl. Do you believe in miracles?
Some 3 minutes into this third quarter, and it's a 22-6 advantage as the Sirens look for 2 more points after the Fennell touchdown. Again, the inside handoff to Agam Shishindu. Looks like she got in, but I don't see a signal.
I don't know.
The refs waving it off, saying no good. It looked like to me she broke the plane.
I think you're right, Van Earl. We got to see this one again. I think she's in.
That's a good play, and right there, even from the end zone
right there,
camera,
the ball's past the line.
It looks like she got it in. Should have been 2 more points for the Saskatoon Sirens. Either way, the crowd also feels like they should be getting 2 more points.
The crowd's stunned right there.
Chris Lambris thinks they should be getting 2 more points. But either way, they've got a 16-point lead. Totally unexpected for the Sirens, and the Saskatoon crowd, as mentioned, loving this taste of LFL Canada. Marianne Hansen and the Angel offense taking the field, and Hansen trying to overcome a woeful first half.
Tell you what, Van Earl, you look at those stats right there, 1 out of 8, 2 interceptions with a QB rating of 0.0. That's about as bad as you can get.
Handoff to Manu, and again tackled by Heather Furr. Those 2 football players have been at it all night. Let's take a listen. Just a little taste of the violence on display, courtesy of Heather Furr and Stephanie Manu. Hansen back to pass, complete to Elisa Garcia.
Oh, the ball's out. The ball's out.
On the floor, picked up by Tamar Fennell, and the domination of Saskatoon continues off the turnover.
Huge play right there. That might be the ball game right there.
Wait a second. As you look at the replay, Bobby, they're saying
the ball's out.
Garcia was down, but the refs missed that call badly.
How can the ball be down? Watch this, it's clear. The ball's gone, it's out right there, the ball's out.
That's a fumble, but the refs do not agree. They're letting BC maintain position. That's a blown call right there.
That might be the worst call I've seen in the LFL history.
Wow. 2nd and 8 for Hansen and the Angels. Back to pass. Hansen looking right, looking down the middle. Caught. Jessica Hopkins, nice move into the end zone for the Angels touchdown as she hops over the wall to applaud her own efforts. Nice move by Jessica Hopkins, but what a turn of events. First a fumble that wasn't, and then a long touchdown toss.
You got to hand it to Marianne Hansen after that horrible first half. She finds Jessica Hopkins wide open on a post pattern. She makes one move into the end zone. Now it's a ball game again. The game should have been over.
29-yard scoring play, and wow, what a turn of events. Angels lining up for the two-point conversion to make it an 8-point ball game if they're able to convert on this play. Hansen, play action, over the middle, incomplete, defended by Aaron Leck. Missed opportunity.
Nothing there. She threw it in a lot of coverage. But going back to that fumble, Vander, I can't tell you how big that is. This game would have been over. It's a 12-point turn.
Just a 3-play scoring drive for the BC Angels as they take advantage of a huge break. Now a 10-point ball game, but BC head coach not missing any opportunity to coach up his young quarterback, Marianne Hansen. Even after that nice TD toss. So Ann Erler and Saskatoon taking over. It'll be 1st and 10 with 3:42 remaining in the third quarter. And again, Bobby, you got to expect them to keep it on the ground.
The way they ran it the last drive with Tamar Fennell and Agam Chichindu, they should do the same thing.
And they hand it off to Fennell. Tackled at the line of scrimmage, no gain. Heidi Nordby with the takedown for the Angels.
Heidi Nordby, she's known as a great ringette player here in Canada, Vander. I don't know if you know what ringette is.
Please explain.
It's a hockey with a stick and a little ring.
That was a beautiful explanation. 2nd and 10. The Sirens working within their own territory.
Coach Lambers is going to have to keep it on the ground right now to try to run out this clock.
And quarterback Ann Erler taking her time with the play call to milk the clock. Beautiful run by Shishindu. Again, that tight end, quick handoff right at the line of scrimmage. Man, Shishindu is quite the hot dog.
Who would have called this? She's known as a great cornerback, not a great running back in the LFL in the United States. She's making like she's going to be one of the top running backs in LFL Canada. Unbelievable run there by Agam Chichindu. Then she makes like Nicki Minaj.
At 5'7", 130, one of the bigger players in the LFL is Agam Chichindu. And head coach Chris Lambers taking advantage of the size by calling her number. 1st and 10 from the Saskatoon 22. And Erler from the shotgun with Fennell in the backfield with her. Looking to go to the air, moving to her right. Caught. Carrie Britton, number 8, gain of 7 yards. Sirens keeping it going. Man, they are just rallying and waving up and doing everything they can to stir up this home crowd.
They are fired up right now. I wouldn't be, if they can somehow pull this game, I wouldn't be shocked if they're the #1 ranked team in the league. The way Annie Erler is playing quarterback, her composure back there on that play, she sat back there, wait till somebody got open, pick Britton like that for a short game, but keep the clock running.
1:33 left in the third quarter, and the Sirens nursing a 10-point lead. Pitch to Fennell, left side. Pushed out of bounds. Gain of 5 yards to the BC 16. Yet another first down.
Tamar Fennell is a beast out there, Vander. Right now, she is the girl you want to have the pigskin in her hands. She can grind the ball, she can get first downs, and grind this clock down to nothing.
And the Sirens have done a good job milking this clock in the third quarter, already at the 1-minute mark.
You got to hand it to them. After that fumble, they could have gone the other way. The momentum could have gone back to BC. This is showing what kind of confidence they have, and the coach is doing a great job, Coach Lambers.
They shook off that bad call and moved on again. The inside handoff to Shishindu. Look out, chain gang member. Almost taken out by number 6. Agam is having some fun out there.
Watch this play again from the tight end position. If it ain't broke, let it play. Keep running the same play, and they're doing it. There's no containment on the outside by BC. Agam Chichindu running at ease, getting 10 yards a pop.
11 yards on that play, good for another first down. Now 1st and goal from the 5. Again, Erler taking her time. Now working from underneath center. Looking for the pass. Wow, in unblocked. Christine Moore sacking Erler.
Christine Moore, the free agent acquisition from Seattle, showing why she's over here as one of the best players in LFL United States. She comes in, nobody blocked. Agam Chichindu, did you see that, Van Earl? It's like she was looking in the crowd. She didn't even watch the ball.
I think she was looking at the video board to watch more video of herself. End of the third quarter, Saskatoon with a 10-point lead. The crowd in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, they're a little early for Halloween. But they're fired up and they're ready and they're loving LFL Saturday Night Football north of the border. Fourth quarter begins. Ann Erler keeping it herself. Quarterback draw down to the 5-yard line. Back after the sack on the last play.
You can see the confidence swelling with Annie Erler. We got an injury on the field, though, Van Earl.
That's Heidi Nordby down. Left calf area.
Here's the play right here. Annie Early scrambling on her own. You can see it swelling right there. Right in the middle, there's an ankle turn right there. Heidi Nordby, the great ringette player, take a little bruise right there.
A second reference to ringette, courtesy of Bobby Huco. Not sure whether that's more surprising or the fact that it's a 10-point lead for Saskatoon. Up for debate. Heather Furr, number 15, for the Sirens in blue. What a game, especially the first half, setting the tone for this contest. Now 3rd and goal for the Sirens.
The way Annie Early walks up to the line, she looks like John Wayne, doesn't she, Van Earl?
Pass over the middle. Oh, almost picked off by the BC Angels.
Watch this play by Stephanie Manu, doing it on both sides of the ball, almost picks it off right there.
Stephanie Manu trying to turn the tide and get a little momentum, trying to make a defensive play on that Erler pass. Now 4th and goal for the Sirens.
With 7 minutes left, this could be the nail in the coffin, Van Earl.
4th and goal from the 5-yard line. Errant snap, Erler recovers, looking for a target, scrambling around, finds it in Tamara Fennell at the 10-yard line. Looking, stop at the 1. As you said, that was 4th down. That could have been the nail in the coffin, but that's a big stop for the BC defense. Let's see if they can use that turn of momentum.
Erler gets rid of the ball. Fennell, watch this block by Heather Furr. Boom! Almost gets her in the end zone. Great try right there, but it's super. There's the chip. Boom. Not enough, though, to get the ball in.
And again, that chip block was on number 8 in white, Stephanie Manu. Those two players, as we have pointed out, have been going at it all night long. So Ann Erler and the Sirens now on defense, trying to keep the Angels pinned. They can't be pinned too much closer to their own end zone than the 1-yard line, and that's where they start. 1st and 10 for Hanson and the Angels. Oh, big hit by Heather Furr, and it's a safety for the Sirens. But wait a second. A flag was thrown. Wait a second, Bobby. The defense cannot line up on the line of scrimmage when the ball's that deep.
Exactly. They have to give them 3 yards off the line of scrimmage, and they didn't right there. That's a huge call, but a correct call by the officials.
Bob Isbister and the crew getting that one right, moving the Siren ball out to the 6-yard line, certainly giving Hanson and the Angels a lot better working space.
Marianne Hanson, these last 2 drives, she looks like she's a completely different quarterback. She looks like the quarterback we saw last week, Van Earl.
Certainly looks more confident, more in charge of the Angels offense.
This game is far from over. It's only 22-12, a lot of time left.
1st and 5 for Hanson and the Angels, working from the shotgun. Hanson looking to pass, looking over the middle. Oh, in and out of the hands of number 5, Jessica Hopkins.
Marianne Hanson, she's looking like a different quarterback. Her feet were set right there. She hit Hopkins across the middle. Usually, Jessica Hopkins will come down with that ball.
That'll be a 2nd and 5 for Hanson and the Angels as we hit the 6:30 mark of the 4th period. The Angels trailing by 10. Timeout on the field. Kevin Snell, head coach of the BC Angels, taking a timeout with a little less than 6:30 to go. Again, in LFL rules, each team gets 1 timeout per half. So Snell burning his timeout rather early in this 4th period.
I'm excited to see what's going to happen here in this last quarter. These two teams are fired up. Marianne Hansen looks like the player we saw last week.
2nd and 5. Caught Elisa Garcia on the right side. Plenty of running room. Out to the 22-23 yard line. Pickup of 16 yards. Good enough for a first down. Wide open play that time for the Angels.
Elisa Garcia right here. Watch this again. Look at that. Hansen set, delivers the ball great. Garcia takes it, turns it upfield, positive yardage. Another good drive going on right now by the Angels.
First down from their own 22. Let's see if Hansen and the Angels can really make this a tight ball game. Again, back to pass, looking left side. Caught Ashley Petrie into Saskatoon territory, and again, good running room after the catch.
Petrie's having a whale of a game. I love the way Marianne Hansen's playing right now. She looks deep, sets her feet, delivers it underneath, and lets Petrie get positive yardage again.
Where has this kind of tempo been all game long for the Angels offense? Because right now they're looking like they did last week against Regina.
Still a lot of time too, Van Earl.
Another first down. Now working from the Siren 18-yard line, and again from the shotgun, and again to the air.
Oh.
In and out of the hands of Garcia. That'll kill the rhythm a little bit.
Same play, Van Earl. It's a great combination that Coach Snell's calling. You got somebody going deep, you got a short receiver underneath, and you're just picking your way down the field.
Now a third down for the Angels. Last thing they need is for this drive to stall as Shishindu is down hurt. Receiving some aid. Could be a left calf cramp.
Looks like a cramp, Van Earl. That's one person you don't want to see leave the game. She is having such a phenomenal second half. You need her in the game right now.
Certainly slows down all the spirit and energy she's been given not only to her team but to the crowd. Third down and 10 for Hansen and the Angels.
You can see it in her eyes, Van Earl. She's looking strong.
Again, from the shotgun, going to the air. Incomplete. To Jessica Hopkins, the intended target on that pass play.
Stephanie Manu is not even being seen right now. It's a total pass game, which is, you might want to mix that in, but Marianne Hansen, the way she's throwing the ball, maybe not. Maybe let her keep throwing the pill.
4.5 minutes left in the fourth period. Hansen and the Angels, the team in white, trailing by 10, but moving down the field. Again from the shotgun. Oh, caught! Christine Moore, touchdown Angels.
Holy cow.
Outstanding play. That's enough to quiet this Saskatoon crowd a little bit.
It's a great call. They went right to the position where Agam Chichindu was at. I don't know who came in for her, but nobody was there. It was wide open for a touchdown. Now it's 22-18, Van Earl.
4-point ball game. Could be a 2-point ball game if the Angels are able to convert these points after.
Wow. I don't want to look back at that fumble last quarter, Van Earl, but that was a huge call.
Hansen with play instructions, Manu in the backfield. Play action to the air. Unable to be brought in by Christine Moore of the Angels. She was the intended target. Claiming interference, pleading her case to the ref, but it will remain a 4-point ball game as we are a little more than 4 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter.
Van Earl, 4:09 left in the game. If it was under 4 minutes, they would be able, according to the rules, to kick an onside kick. With 4:09, they take it at the 15-yard line.
Scoring drive for the Angels, 6 plays, 49 yards, all of it through the air. Now it's up to the Angel defense to strip the ball, force a turnover, because you know that Ann Erler and the Sirens are going to be doing everything they can to milk every second of that clock with 4 minutes and 9 seconds remaining.
I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Snell brought all 7 players up to the line of scrimmage, because you know they're going to give the ball to Tamar Fennell.
Timeout on the field. It's a Saskatoon timeout. The Angels have already used their 1 timeout in the second half. Agam Shishindu back in the game for the Sirens. Shaking off that calf cramp. And the way they utilized her in the ground game previously in this second half, you got to believe they're going to continue to do that.
Banner, who would have believed with 4:09 left in the game to be 22-18, the Sirens in the lead?
Not too many people. 1st and 10. Erler from underneath center. Pitch to Tamar Fennell. Quick feet. Good game. Good use of the clock. Pick up a 4 yards out to the 14-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Sirens.
The one thing about Tamar Fennell, she does not fumble the football. She is a perfect back to have in there right now. Give her the football, she'll protect it, plus she'll get you positive yardage.
I hope you didn't just jinx her for the Sirens hat.
I don't think so.
Again, NFL fans, a reminder, we operate under a running clock with the exception of the last 2 minutes of each half. So the clock will continue to run. Pitch to Fennell, left side. Good tackle that time. Stephanie Manu, and she is shaken up.
I think she got hit right in the ribs, Vander. I think she's just out of breath. What a player she is. Look at that face mask. She's still playing with a broken nose from 2 weeks ago.
She is one tough player. She and Heather Furr have been going at it all day long, and that time she collided with Tamar Fennell. Looks like she'll be all right. I think you had it right, just knocked out of breath. That did stop the clock. It does stop for injury. 3 minutes, 14 seconds left.
Still a lot of time, Van Earl.
Got to get a strip. Got to force some kind of turnover if you're the BC Angels. And Erler working the play clock and working from underneath center. Quick inside handoff to Shishindu. We talked about it, not much gain that time. Just 2 yards to the 16-yard line.
Coach Snell must have talked to the team on that one. The left whole side of the defense was there. Previous 2 times, Agam Shishindu was wide open for gains of 20 yards down the sideline. They're coming to play right now with less than 3 minutes left.
Crucial 4th down here for the leading Sirens. 4th and 4 for Ann Erler and company. This is crucial. This is an opportunity as well for Hanson and the Angels to come up with a stop and get the ball back with some time on the clock. Big play right here, Bobby. 4th and 4.
This is the play of the game, Van Earl.
Working from the gun. Quarterback Ann Erler. Bounce back to her. Handing it off. And picking up the 1st down.
Wow.
Heather Furr. Another huge play for her Saskatoon Sirens. And now they can just run out the clock. Heather Furr is all world.
Perfect call. Who did you give it to? The previous 2 years ago, she was the LFL MVP, Heather Furr. Probably just won the game right now for the Angels.
They needed 4, and Heather Furr got them 14 yards.
Wow.
Down to the BC 20. We're at the 2-minute warning. And the Sirens trying to milk it despite the attempted comeback by the Angels. Alicia Bell and the Toronto Triumph travel to Regina to take on the Rage in a must-win game for Regina. That's next week on LFL Saturday Night Football. The crowd here in Saskatoon enjoying their first taste of LFL Canada. Or maybe they're just looking at themselves on the big screen, I'm not sure. Either way, they're loving the fact that the 4th-ranked Sirens, their home team, have put on a fantastic display against the top-ranked Angels. Those rankings, the power rankings of LFL Canada. Erler, the fake pitch, an inside handoff to Tamar Fennell. Another positive play for Fennell.
That same misdirections play, it's been getting between 5 and 10 yards all night. Give the ball to Tamar and run the clock out. And there's nobody would have called this prediction like this except for maybe Joe Namath.
Now going to be a 2nd and 6 for Fennell and the Sirens.
Coach Lambris has this team ready to go. Coach Snell is in shock right now. He thought he was going to waltz through this season undefeated, And I'll tell you what, these Angels, they might be the team to beat.
The Saskatoon Sirens milking the clock. 1:44 left. Handoff to Casey Simpson. That plays out of nowhere. Number 4 for the Sirens.
Casey Simpson's known to have great hands. You give her the ball. The only thing they can't do right now is fumble. Positive yardage, yeah, they want, but with a minute left, just do not turn the ball over.
1:20 left in the ball game here at the Credit Union Center in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. LFL Saturday Night Football. Fantastic game. 4-point spread. The home team in blue trying to run out the clock as we hit the 1-minute mark. Again to Casey Simpson, finding some room. 5-yard gain all the way down to the 14-yard line of BC.
Give it to the player with the great hands, get the 5 yards like that. 50 seconds left. This is great play calling by Coach Lambris.
Final minute of play, might have time to run just one more play, and that should do it for Saskatoon.
Unbelievable game, Van Earl. Just a shocker.
Heather Furr, outstanding displays. Stephanie Manu, another good, solid game, just not as much running room for her in the BC Angels running game. Ann Erler, fantastic control of the offense. Great play on the defense. Handing it off to Fennell. That will do it. Saskatoon and their home crowd celebrate their first taste of LFL Canada with an upset victory of the BC Angels as a fan makes their way to the playing field, wanting to be a part of the LFL action and dressed modestly.
This crowd is going nuts. Nobody thought this outcome would be like this.
Uh-oh.
Oh, great tackle. He got him.
Oh,
he got him.
The tackle of the game by the yellow security.
Wow, he's going for the figure 4, I think.
Oh, and the handcuffs. Good luck to you. Wow.
Got to hand it to that guy.
Do we have a replay for Hugo to analyze that tackle? That was outstanding. Out of nowhere.
Let him go. He's having fun. His team's winning. What the heck?
Is he being hauled off for indecent exposure or interruption of play, even though it came after the final gun? Handshakes all around. Agam Shishindu, Tamar Fennell, and the rest of the Saskatoon Sirens. Just outstanding in their LFL Canada debut as they knock off the top-ranked BC Angels by a winning margin of 4-22-18.
Who would have called it? Agam Chichindu would outrush Stephanie Manu in this game. I think she has 50 yards for the game, which is incredible for a girl who's not even known as a running back.
Stephanie Manu, after her 108-yard performance a week ago, limited to 44 yards in this second game in LFL Canada.
Now, what they don't want to do, though, is celebrate too much, like BC did last week, and you see what happens.
BC showed a little life offensively here in the fourth quarter, but before that, they were out of sync, out of rhythm, and could not compete, or certainly could not match up as you look at the game MVP, and that's a big surprise right there, number 15, Heather Furr.
Heather Furr had an incredible first half. The second half, she came in. Tamar Fennell actually did a lot more in the running game, but Heather Furr played an incredible game on offense and defense. If you look at the final stats right there, again, the turnovers early in the game. If the Angels could have scored on those 2 first possessions, could have been a different ball game.
That'll do it from Saskatoon. We're rolling up the turf. We'll see you next week from Regina on LFL Saturday Night Football.